Hi, my heartbugs. You're welcome to our weekly section of Touch Relationship Matters, where we discuss relationship issues and rock bottom matters as it affects us as individuals. Marriages are having a downtime, you can agree with me. We are all striving and trying to make things better in our relationships. So this video is going to help both the married, the singles, male and females from all walks of life. So I encourage you to watch this video to the end because there's a giveaway, something very interesting at the end of this video that I will not want you to miss. So watch it to the end and you'll get it. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. Oh my God, I'm loving it already because there are some signs that comes up in your relationship. You might just be feeling comfortable not knowing that a lot of things are going wrong. So today we are going to talk about signs that your marriage or relationship is falling apart. So now let's go to the point. Number one sign that your marriage or relationship is falling apart is when you are not growing together. When your partner begins to feel like they are stagnant, that they are not growing, the relationship is not having any positive impact in them, they start feeling negative vibes, they start feeling that they are not moving forward because they are in a marriage with you. Obviously, it is a sign that your marriage is falling apart. And the second point is when you are focusing on the used to. You remember this phrase? You used to be beautiful. You used to take care of yourself this way. You used to love yourself. You used to tell me this. You focus your energy on the negative things instead of putting your energy on the positive. When your partner continues to see the things that are not positive in you, it is a sign that your marriage is falling apart. And the third point is when you are no longer connected. Relationship or marriage has to do with total commitment and connection. When you're no longer connected with your partner, it is a sign that your marriage is falling apart. What do we talk about connection? When we talk about connection, what do we mean? We mean connecting with your partner physically, spiritually, and otherwise. So when that connection is lacking, it is a sign that your marriage is falling apart. And the fourth one is when your marriage becomes one-sided. What is a one-sided marriage? When a woman begins to feel that she's alone in the marriage, she does everything alone, she takes her decisions alone, there's no support from her spouse, her husband does not contribute or assist in anything that has to do with the well-being of the family. The person starts feeling alone in the marriage. That is a one-sided relationship, and it's a clear sign that the marriage or the relationship is falling apart. The next one, which is the fifth point I'm giving for today's episode, is when you honestly don't care anymore about your spouse. You agree with me that sometimes you're in a marriage and your spouse don't care about you. I've heard of a situation where a woman will wake up in the morning and they just say good morning to each other. After sleeping on the same bed, that shows that the partners actually don't care about what happens to the other. So when you're in marriage that your partner no longer care about what happens to you, you go out through the day, there's no conversation, no communication, no explanation of how your day has been. It is a clear sign that your marriage is falling apart. Let's go for a break until we come back. Yes, we're back. Remember the topic we've been talking about, signs to identify that your relationship is falling apart. We've already mentioned 5 points, of which I know you'll be watching and learning more. Here now we are going to take the remaining points. Relationship on its own cannot work. When you talk about the relationship, you're talking about a male and a female, a man and a woman. So the next is when there's no intimacy in your relationship, obviously there is no relationship. So intimacy is one thing that shows that you are in a relationship. When your relationship starts lacking intimacy, you are losing grip of your marriage or your relationship. When you are constantly having heavy issues, like you have this negative vibe all the time in your marriage, you're no longer happy, you see couples just putting a long face instead of working together as a pair, you notice that they are no longer pleased to be together in a marriage. It is a sign that your marriage is falling apart. Negative vibes is a number one, it is one of the biggest signs to identify. You have to take this seriously to be able to identify them and walk through them before your marriage totally collapses. Another point to learn from this topic is when you start feeling that your relationship is over or you're tired of being in a relationship, it's a clear sign that your relationship or marriage is falling apart. You're supposed to be excited to be in it. You're supposed to be happy that you are in a relationship. But when that feeling keeps coming, like you're tired, it's a clear sign that it's already gone. If you don't want your marriage or relationship to end at that point, the best thing to do is to call your partner to order. People discuss about your feelings, about the relationship, or else you're going to lose the relationship. Nobody goes into a marriage with the hope of divorce, with the plan of divorcing after a period of time. So it is important for us to be sensitive about these little things that might creep into your marriage or relationship and destroy it. In conclusion, what we are saying in essence is that relationship in itself comes with a lot of issues. But it will be wise for everyone that have taken a decision to be in a relationship, to be intentional, to be deliberate in whatever happens in their relationships, thereby being able to identify the little things that crops into the relationship that could cause a breakdown. Your relationship can actually strive without falling apart if you are aware of some of these signs that we have mentioned today. Knowing about them on time help you to talk about them together as a couple, discuss them, share ideas, and see how you can better your relationship. This is that gift I told you I was going to give you at the end of this episode. Don't let doubt convince you that your marriage is not worth fighting for. Your marriage is worth giving all because you took a decision to be in it. Don't let your friends, your families, your neighbors, or anyone else convince you otherwise. Strive to keep your marriage because no one else will fight for you. Your marriage is between you and your partner. Don't allow other people come to convince you about what is not working. Make your marriage work. Thank you for watching this video. If it has helped you in any way, if you have enjoyed or you have learned something from this video, I encourage you to share our videos, kindly like, and also drop a comment, ask some questions. If there's anything on relationship you want to ask, you can ask, and we'll respond to you accordingly. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Okay.